Met this guy on Instagram, said he was a young millionaire. Hi guys, it's Adria, and for today's video, I'm doing another Storytime video, and today's story is about a millionaire who wanted to send me money. Okay. I actually already filmed this story like a few months ago, but I was just, rewatching it and getting ready to edit it, and I was like, girl, you know what? I kind of like said his name in it, and I just didn't really feel right about that. And this is kind of the same thing as like my pedophile teacher story time. I know it's very easy, especially the pedophile teacher story time. I know it's easy to like look him up and find him, but like in that video, I just didn't feel right saying his name there. You might be like, Adria, whatever, you can say whatever you want. I don't know, just me personally, for certain things, I just don't feel right putting people's names and like personal information out there. I would just feel really guilty about it. So anyway, this story takes place back in 2012. I graduated high school in like June of 2012. After I graduated, I didn't go to college, I didn't have a job or anything. I fell into this really bad depression, and you may know, like, I was hospitalized in October of that year, so it was around Christmas time now, so I was still just like, recovering. I was in therapy at this time. I just wasn't okay. So really my main focus was therapy, and therapy was kind of helping me toward making life decisions and moving forward. I just really had to focus on my mental health at this time. That's just a bit of context in case you're wondering, like, why didn't you have a job? Why weren't you in school? So in case you didn't know, there's the context. Okay, so I met this guy on Instagram probably around, I couldn't even tell you, probably like late November, early December of 2012. I meet a lot of people through Instagram. I met Brandon through Instagram, but people, just nice people comment on my stuff, like I'll follow them back. We'll just like, chit chat through comments here and there. So I really didn't think all that much of it. And his page was just kind of like an inspirational page, just like inspirational quotes and just like, I don't know, like just little pick-me-ups and things, and at the time that was like really something that I needed. I was pretty vulnerable, girl. I was vulnerable like a peach. So I'm like, okay, he seems pretty cool. He seems like a nice person, nice enough, whatever. Christmas starts getting closer, and it was really starting to weigh heavy on me that I wouldn't be able to buy anything for my family for Christmas. Like, I was completely broke. I still live with my Nana. I just didn't have anything. And I felt really bad that I wouldn't be able to get any of my family gifts for Christmas. Girl, you didn't have a job, duh, you can't get people stuff. But still, I think anyone can relate to this, whether you're like a kid and you can't get your parents presents, or you're like unemployed and you can't afford to get people things. It's still just like, like it sucks, and you just want to spoil the people you love. So that was really kind of hard for me. But it was kind of like just a subconscious thing. It wasn't taking over my entire life. I would still like interact with this guy on like Instagram and stuff, and it was very just minuscule. It didn't really matter all that much. It was just kind of like any other person that followed me and I followed them, just kind of like leaving comments here and there. I didn't really think all that much of it. But then we started to comment back and forth more. He started to like become my friend to me, and I didn't even really intend for it to be like that. I wasn't trying to date him. I wasn't trying to smash, girl. Like, Girl, I was in a psych ward 2 months prior. I wasn't really focused on like booty calls. I didn't have any friends at the time. I was out of high school. All my friends were in college. I don't know, I was like alone. So like I said, I was vulnerable like a peach. I remember one night, I just like wasn't having a good night or something. And he's like, oh, call me. And I was like, oh, really? And so he was like, yeah, I want you to call me. He gave me his phone number, and I was like, okay, I'll call you. Like, I didn't have anybody else at the time. I just broke up with my boyfriend. When I'm going through things like emotionally, I kind of close myself off to like my mom, my nana. Like, I don't open up to them because I kind of feel guilty about it. I don't know, like I just feel bad about it, so I don't share anything with them. I don't know, you almost need somebody that doesn't have a bias and doesn't have an opinion. You almost just need to vent to, like a therapist, I guess. You just need like an outside person to just kind of confide in, I guess. So I ended up calling him, and I don't know if I star 67'd his ass. I had shared with him like, oh, I was in the mental hospital, I'm in therapy and stuff, I'm still going through all this crap and whatever. And so I was like, so now it's just like, it's almost Christmas, and I was just like, I'm just like really kind of depressed because I can't buy my family any presents or anything, and I don't know, I just feel kind of guilty about that. I just feel like I should be working right now and I should have a job, and I just feel really guilty. I don't remember specifically what I said. This was like back in 2012, like I said, so this was a while ago. This was completely out of left field, girl. I was like, what? He was like, oh, well, I could send you some money. Dude, like, what the heck? Like, that's not why I'm telling you this. I hate it when people think that that's why I tell them certain things, is because, like, I want them to fix it for me. Like, oh, I'm telling you all my problems. Help me fix this. No, sometimes it's just like, hey, I just want to vent to you. Like, just listen to me for a few minutes. He was like, no, you don't understand. He's like, my parents died. I'm a millionaire. I'll send you, like, $10,000. I was like, wait, what? You're my age and you're a millionaire? What the heck, man? I need some candy. You ever just need some candy? I love Smarties. I don't even care that I don't have dental insurance. I'll eat them anyway. I guess that's kind of a spoiler alert that I didn't get that $10,000 because I had probably really nice dental insurance right now. So I said, I was like, no, I can't accept money from you. That's really nice of you, but I just don't feel comfortable doing that. Like, you're my friend. I just know you over Instagram. I really don't feel comfortable with doing that. I mean, that's a lot of money. Like, to just offer me $10,000, you don't know me in real life, I don't know you, it's like, that's really nice of you, but no. He's like, no, I really don't mind. I live by myself. I have a mansion. I don't have my parents. I don't have anyone to spend money on. I don't care. He's like, you're a really nice person. You've been through a lot. You deserve it, and blah, blah, blah. So he was just insisting with it. So eventually I was just like, okay. I was like, I don't know. I felt really bad about it because I was like, girl, first of all, how am I gonna explain to my family how I managed to get 10 grand from someone over Instagram? Second, I have trouble accepting small things from people. I'm like, you didn't have to do that. I'm sorry, I feel bad. I'm the person that apologizes when somebody bumps into me. Like, oh, you bump into me? Oh, I'm sorry. That's just me. I don't know. I'm a doormat. Like, please, I'm so sorry for everything I haven't even done yet. But he was insisting, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see what happens. In the back of my mind, I was like, you know, I don't think this is really gonna work out, which I ended up being right about. But I was like, let's just see what happens. Okay, so I told myself, though, I am not sending him a single ounce of personal information. Like, he has my phone number, but that's it. I'm not sending him my address. I am not sending him my bank information. Girl, like, I've watched enough Dr. Phil to know as soon as money becomes involved in an online friendship, relationship, anything, just get out of it. So I was like, girl, I'm not sending this guy my address. I'm not sending this guy my bank information. I forget all the details of it because it was really specific, but he was saying like how he wouldn't need my bank information or anything to be able to send me a transfer of money. He was just gonna transfer $10,000 from him to me. I don't know how, but he was making it sound like, oh, I won't need anything, like blah, 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 blah. I don't know, and that may sound like ridiculous to you now, but he was making it seem like I wouldn't have to give an ounce of personal information, which I don't know how you would send that much money to somebody without their bank information or like their address or anything like that. And then I think he like texted me one day and he was like, oh, well, I'm trying to do the money thing, but I think because I'm under a certain age, it has to be done like this and blah, 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 and I need like all your bank information. I'm like, honey, I may be blonde, but I'm not that dumb, girl. So I said, listen, I really do appreciate you doing what you're doing. It's really nice of you, but like I said before, you don't have to do this. So I think now I'm just gonna walk away from this. Don't bother, it's fine. And I'm pretty sure that's the last I heard from him. Once he realized he wasn't getting my bank information, he's like, okay, done, bye. Oh my gosh. But I can't even tell you though, like when you're close to having like an absurd amount of money, you start like freaking out thinking about all the things you're gonna buy. It's like when you get a lottery ticket, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a Lamborghini, I'm gonna get a house that's shaped like a panda. You just start thinking of all these ridiculous things you can get. So I'm sitting there at my desk like the day after he says this, and I'm like making a list of all the things that I'm gonna get like every single person in my family. I like added all the money up so that there was like nothing left over. Okay, so I'll just spend this 10 grand completely on everybody. Like, I wasn't even gonna keep any of it for myself, girl. I wasn't even gonna keep it. I just wanted to give my family a nice Christmas. That was just all I wanted to do, girl. But like, this guy was pretty suspicious from the start. This was around when Sandy Hook happened as well. He was like, oh yeah, like my cousin was in Sandy Hook. All of his stuff just seemed very extreme. Both your parents dying, but now you're a millionaire and your cousin is in Sandy Hook. Nobody's life is this chaotic all the time. So I was just like, in the back of my mind, I knew he wasn't real. You know, I remember like constantly clicking on his Instagram profile and just like looking at the picture of him, and I'm just like, that's not even him. Like I knew in the back of my mind he wasn't a real person. I knew I was getting like catfished, but I was like, girl, I'm not falling for this, because I already got him wrapped around my red finger because he's not getting anything out of me. I was like, yeah, maybe you're a millionaire because you scam people out of money, girl. Met this guy on Instagram, said he was a young millionaire. He was really just kind of crazy. I mean, I remember sometimes like I would like be talking to him and he's like, oh, I'm like drunk and blah, blah. I'm like, what? It was just such a weird situation, and to be honest, I was like looking for any way out of that. I was just like, like, yeah. I blocked his number, I blocked him on Instagram. I was like, okay, I'm done. Moral of the story, if people ask you for information, I shouldn't even have to say it at this point. I'm sure your parents have engraved it in your skull with emojis next to it, like, don't give your information to people. Like, it's just, as soon as money becomes part of the topic of conversation with people online, just get, okay? I mean, I met my current fiance on Instagram and money was never part of the issue. Money never even came up. If money comes up, you gotta get out, girl. So, just be careful with people online, you know, like, the internet is a great tool. Like, every other great tool in the world, it can be used for good or for bad. A gun can be a great tool, it can protect you, but in the wrong hands, it can cause a lot of damage. So the internet, in the right hands, can be great. You can meet great people. There's pretty much nothing you can't do on the internet nowadays, but in the wrong hands, you can steal money from young, depressed, suicidal teenagers. So there's that. You wouldn't have gotten very far though, because I'm pretty sure I only had like 30 bucks in my bank account, but. So thank you guys so much for watching today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos 3 times a week. I'm trying to reach, right now I'm like aiming for like 140,000. Like, it's pretty close, but my channel progressively keeps dying day by day. I lose a bunch of subscribers and my numbers are all down the drain, so contribute to the cause. And, you know, you could hit that little bell thing for the notifications, but I feel like nobody does it anyway, so I won't say it. It's like whenever a channel's like, hit the bell, you're just like, girl, I don't like you enough to hit that bell, to be honest. And if you'd like to hear some more stories, I will have a Storytime playlist linked down below, as well as all my social media where you can find me. And I have a vlog channel. I do live broadcasts on YouNow a few nights a week if you want to chill with me, you know. YouNow and chill. That kind of reminds me, I kind of want to do a story about how I became a cam girl accidentally. So that's kind of exciting. So do you guys want to hear about that? Let me know. I will see you guys again real soon. Until then, panda hugs. I love you guys. Bye!